All right, we made it. 30 minutes-ish late, but we freaking made it, dude. I will tell you all this right now. Please have grace during training camp because it is crazy out here. I've been doing a video almost every single day for 2 weeks, and I'm trying. Oh, I tried to get everything done on today's video to send off to Troy before going live today. Didn't happen. I hadn't eaten lunch. It was 2 o'clock. I was like, I gotta eat. So anyway, we here. So let's hang out, answer questions, talk, chat, all that good stuff. But first, yeah, thanks for your patience, everybody, as we are definitely late today. I almost wonder for the next couple of weeks during training camp, I might push the live streams back to about 2:30. It's just trying to get everything done, like covering a training camp practice and prepping all the notes and stuff like that, like to send off to Troy. It's like impossible by 2 o'clock. It's impossible. I tried my hardest today and still I fell short. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Hope y'all are doing absolutely fantastic. Heike Mo, what's up? What's up? Jamari's in here. Pacey. Jair. Uri. What up, what up? Chad, what's up, man? How are you guys doing? Carson, what up, man? Did you see the fight between Kelsey and Boodle? Yeah. Saw that altercation. It was a little much, I thought, from Kelsey. However, he was definitely frustrated because the play was blown dead, and like for 5 seconds, 3 seconds at least, he was still getting pulled around by defensive backs. So Kelsey was heated. Now, he threw a couple like swings at Boodle's face, which I was like, dang. But at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. When training camp's over, DiCaprio Boodle will find himself on the practice squad, and Kelsey will be the best tight end in the NFL. So it just is what it is. Yo, what's up, Daryl? Yo, all chiefed up's in here? All chiefed up? Hey, go check my DM on Twitter when you get a second. Don't talk about it in here. Just DM me. You didn't see the fight that happened? Yeah, I could probably show it. Let me see. I could show it. It's not like that. It's not that big a deal. Like, they got into it a little bit. It got heated. They separated. It was fine. It's not like it was a drag down. Like, nobody was pulling face masks and fighting to the ground or anything like that. Let me see if I can. Guilty altercation. Who's this? Yeah. I'll show this one. This is from Chris Roush he's a sports director of KQ2, so definitely shout out to that man. But let me see. Zoom in. So here's the altercation. It's not like a huge deal, but it's something. So the play's blown dead now, and they're still tugging at him, and Boodle even, was still making contact with Kelsey. Was still making contact with Kelsey here. I'm talking let's see. The play's blown dead at the 5-second mark right here. Play's blown dead. 1, 2, 3 before he starts swinging. So Kelsey's just basically being like, dog, like know your role. Basically, like, what are you doing? The play's blown dead. Kelsey ain't out here being a D-bag. But yeah, he swung twice. Yeah, he didn't like that. Brian Cook spoke about it in his presser, basically just saying, hey, Kelsey's just passionate, and I was just trying to get in there and help these guys move on to the next play. So, it's pretty funny. Any news on Joe Burrow? Nothing updated. I will say this, though. If you guys haven't watched my video from last night, you should check it out. It was a really good, it's basically an interview with Dr. Jesse Morse. He covers injuries around the league like all the time. And brain freeze for a second. But we talked last night, and we talked about Kadarius Toney's injury and his knee recovery. We talked about Burrow and his injury. We talked about Garrett Wilson. We talked about who's the other one? Jalen Ramsey. And he was spot on about Ramsey. And this was before the report came out today that Jalen Ramsey is basically not back until December. It's a great interview, in my opinion, because it's from a medical expert's opinion, but he knows ball. Like, he could name all the Chiefs receivers. He was talking about MVS. He's talking about Sky, Rashee Rice. He mentioned Justyn Ross. I was like, dude, you know your Chiefs receivers. So if you haven't seen that interview, make sure to check it out. It's the one I dropped last night about all the camp injuries. And yeah, he was spot on. Yeah, he was spot on, even about Jalen Ramsey's injury, because Ramsey's out till December minimum. He had his meniscus repaired, it was basically way worse than Toney's knee. Toney's knee had a light cleanup in it, but Chiefs Kingdom, thanks, man. You love the content. Not an internet killer. I would see if you could ask him to be your doctor to report on injuries throughout the season. Hey, he said he's willing to come on and talk injuries anytime, so hey, we could definitely, I could hit him up again for sure. Chief Kelsey said, great video last night. Oh, thanks, man. Honestly, I hit him up initially on Tuesday just to talk about Toney. So we were just going to talk about Kadarius Toney for like 5 minutes, maybe 10. So he could give his thoughts on when he thinks Kadarius Toney could return. And he does think a Kadarius Toney return week 1, week 2 could indeed happen, but it's going to be like, they're going to work him in on a snap count and just slowly work him in. But before the interview happened, it was scheduled for last night. All those other injuries happened yesterday. Joe Burrow, Jalen Ramsey, and Garrett Wilson. So it ended up being like a full podcast, and I was just like, man, I'm just going to drop the whole thing. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed that. Why did John Ross retire? I don't know. Even Andy Reid today was like, he didn't say much. He was frustrated a little bit, but that's it. The obvious, in my opinion, like the thoughts about John Ross retiring, I think he could see the writing on the wall a little bit. He wasn't getting work in with the ones. He was working with the 2s and the 3s. But Andy Reid said, he'll probably catch on somewhere. So he made it seem like John Ross wasn't done, which I'm like, if you're not done, why are you retiring? I don't understand. I don't understand that one. Why are you retiring? Maybe he asked to be released and they were like, nah, fam, like we need the camp bodies. This is all speculation. Okay. So take this for what you will. For all we know, he could have been like, hey, can you guys release me? I want to go try to catch on somewhere else. They could have been like, no, like you're in camp, like keep competing. And he was like, well, I retire. It could have played out like that. Could have been some other reason. Who knows? Either way, I wish John Ross the best, man. I didn't have him making the roster anyway. Like, even in my initial 53, he wasn't there. He's a guy that you're like, well, he's a former first-round pick. He's contributed at the NFL level before. So can he catch on and maybe be a fringe roster hopeful? That was a question to me about John Ross. He gone. Eric, what's up, dude? Love the content. Do you do fantasy football? Yeah, I'm not like the smartest guy with fantasy football, but I do have an Underdog fantasy partnership for this year. And so we are going to be doing some private drafts through them and stuff like that. Yep, take the time and let KT heal. I agree, Daryl. What up, Smiley? Killer said I predict third week before Toney comes back full force. It might be longer, to be honest. They're going to want to be really careful, because here's the thing. If they rush him back and he retweaks that knee, that could be the season, potentially, So they want to be ultra careful. If it's by week 3, great. I think if he's out there by week 3, he's still not a full go. I think they'll still be working him in, like on a snap count. But Dwayne, we love you as Chiefs fans. Thank you for everything you do for the Chiefs community. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that a ton. You think that the receiver core for the Chiefs is good? Yeah. Yes. And I say that with the caveat of thank God Travis Kelce is wide receiver 1. Like, I know he's a tight end. I am excited about MVS in year 2. I think Richie James is a good signing. When Kadarius Toney is healthy on the field, great. I do think, just so you guys know, I think Justyn Ross, his stock at camp is continuing to rise. And with Kadarius Toney injured, John Ross retiring, like, I do wonder if the Chiefs will roll with 7 wide receivers, because if they think Kadarius Toney is going to be ready prior to week 4, they're not going to put him on the PUP list, okay? So they'll just keep him on the roster, but they could actually, because of this injury, end up rolling with 7 wide receivers, knowing, well, we got to have a roster spot for Kadarius Toney. We're not going to put him on IR, or the PUP list rather. But we need those receivers. We need bodies. So I could very well, at least right now at this point in time, see them rolling with 7. And Justyn Ross is the only other guy in my eyes that has really, so far, been getting positive, encouraging, like K-Love moments, from what I can tell. Now, part of that is Justyn Ross is such a, like, everybody's watching for Justyn Ross because they're all curious. So there might be other receivers doing well. They're just maybe not being reported on as much. But for all the accounts we have to go on, Justyn Ross's stock is climbing, and it looks good. Now, we'll have to wait and see. I hope his body holds up, and he had good reports from camp today, first day in pads. So I like to hear that. Somebody said, "What are you drinking?" Southwest Boulevard by Boulevard. Zoom in or focus. There you go. Oh, it's wet. It's perspiring. What's your opinion on the Chiefs running back room? Do you dye your beard? No. I do not dye my beard. Thoughts on the Chiefs running back room? Yeah. Let me think. I mean, Pacheco's still getting worked in. He was in pads today, but he can't have contact yet. So you've got CEH probably doing the majority of work with the ones at camp. But Deneric Prince has gotten some reps as well. He's getting, good rapport. Reporters are sharing good things as well. He's building rapport, rather. And Andy Reid said today he's doing good. He's just trying to, these rookies, man, you're coming in trying to, dude, it's a lot to learn. All the protection assignments in the backfield as you're picking up blitzers. And then he's been doing well, like running routes out of the backfield. But first day, pads come on. He was also given the first nod as kick returner today. When they ran their return period, Deneric Prince was kick returner 1. As far as like players that were given goes, he was the first one. So I'm happy with the running back room. Somebody said in a comment the other day, I was talking about, I dropped the YouTube short today talking about camp battles, and somebody said, what about Jerick McKinnon? Like ... Well, I didn't mention him because it's not a battle for McKinnon. Like, McKinnon's on the roster. He's on the 53. There's like no question there. And he's a veteran. So they're kind of like, they're not giving him the majority of the reps either. So yeah, I didn't mention McKinnon in that video, but it's not like he's a lock, like 1,000% lock. The best trio said you are the best. You're the best trio. Let's go. Joe Burrow's the second best QB. Yeah, I mean, he's a great QB, man. I hope Burrow's okay. Have we seen an update about Burrow yet? Like publicly today? That's what I keep waiting for. I want to see how he's doing. How concerning is Kadarius Toney's injury to you? If you want like more details on that, seriously go watch the interview with the doctor last night. But it's a little concerning. It's the same knee, from what I understand. It's the same knee that he had cleaned up in 2022 when he was with the Giants. He had off-season knee cleanup with the Giants. You can see this here. Kadarius Toney had minor knee surgery per report. This is May of 2022. So the Chiefs traded for him mid-season, like 5 months later or something like that. So it's the same knee. And I know that because Kadarius Toney said this on his Instagram. Oh, frick. Here we go. He said, re-aggravated old injury. Got goofies on my John like lean at the park. Okay, disregard the last part of that sentence, which is actually hilarious. But he said he re-aggravated an old injury. So when you do a little bit of reasoning there, deductive reasoning like Sherlock, I think it's the same knee. That worries me a little. The more you have cleanups, the more they're cutting away, the more pressure that puts on the knee overall. And it could have started affecting other ligaments. I think the other reason why I'm concerned slightly is just because of how Toney moves. Like, Toney moves so unnaturally and so aggressive, like a lot of pressure on those joints, the knees, the ankles. But I am hopeful that he's out there early this season and he's going to be fine. I'm not overly concerned that he misses. Like, I don't think he's out for the season or anything crazy like that. But I'm a little concerned, but not like overly concerned. Yo, Chief LA with the 10 bomb. What's up, man? Thanks for the 10. Hey, Cole, who would you rather have, Bushman or Bell? Also, keep up the great work. Do an amazing job for Chief. Thanks, man. Bushman or Bell? Well, I'll tell you this. Jody Fortson was injured today. He jumped up for a pass from Blaine Gabbert. I don't know if he caught it, but he got landed on by linebacker Cole Christensen. And he was in a lot of pain. He walked up, he got up on his own accord, but he was holding his right wrist / forearm, kind of like babying it. So they're like, oh, he hurt his forearm. Well, Andy Reid said today it was Jody Fortson's shoulder. So he didn't give any other details other than that. But I'm saying that about Fortson to say this. If that injury is even remotely serious, that would put him out for a few weeks. And again, we don't know. Hopefully it's minor and Fortson's good to go. Maybe he misses a couple weeks. Like, maybe he's fine. If it's any worse than that, I don't even think it's a question of Bell or Bushman. I think Bell and Bushman will be there if it's a serious injury by Fortson. I really hope, and I hope it's not, dude, because Fortson just keeps getting these unfortunate injuries. So you had the Achilles that put him out. That was 2021, like week 2 or 3, whenever that was, and he was out for the season. Came back strong last year, and then hyperextended or dislocated his elbow near the end of the season and was on IR for a bit. Come back strong from all that, and now it's a really early camp injury. And I don't want to jump to conclusions here, so hopefully he's fine. If Fortson's fine, then I guess the question of Bushman or Bell, it's just going to be who the Chiefs are going to trust more in crucial situations. Bell is a vet's vet. He's been here for a while. He knows the system inside and out. Former quarterback, can run sneaks, could line him up as an H-back. There's a lot that they could do with Bell being such a great blocker. It is worth noting this. Andy Reid said today about Bushman, he's a great route runner. He's excelling there, but he's working still on run blocking in the run game. If it's between Bell and Bushman, specifically with the run blocking, they could go with Bell, just because he's a bit more rounded. And if you have him back there with no fullback, they're going to be working tight ends into the fullback position at times. You're going to want the best blocker back there. And if that's Bell, he might get the nod. Now, if Fortson's injured, they're probably both making it. I think Bushman is that next man. He's right there. So we'll have to wait and see. I think if Bushman got cut, he probably won't clear waivers and make it to the practice squad. He might. But so the Chiefs just have to decide, do we want to take a chance on that? What are we going to do there? So that's kind of where it's at right now. Injuries pending with Fortson, will change my opinion on what that situation looks like. Yo, Harry, with the 9 months. Let's ride, brother. Let's freaking go. How about those Chiefs? I think I speak for everyone when I say we're having Chiefs football withdrawal. Hey, it's camp. It's coming soon, meaning the season. Preseason's it's not this weekend. When is the first preseason game? It's not this weekend, obviously. Is it 2 weekends from now? Let's see. Chiefs preseason schedule. Yeah, August 13th. So it's not this weekend, but 2 weekends after. So I guess in 3 weekends from now, technically, I think is how you would say it. Definitely getting closer. Yeah, prayers up for Jody Fortson. I did shoot him a DM. Just said, hey, man, prayers up. And he's pretty responsive most of the time, so I'll see if he says anything. But no response at this point in time. So wishing the best for him. I mean, when you come up writhing in pain, and so that was interesting. He was nursing his wrist forearm area, but it seems like if it's a shoulder injury, he was like trying to support the weight of his arm because his shoulder was in pretty bad pain. So we'll have to see. You know, I've had 2 shoulder surgeries myself. Hopefully it doesn't come to that for him because, as you know, Isaiah Pacheco, he had shoulder surgery in the offseason, and he's still not ready. So, yeah, those are tough injuries for sure. Yep, 3 weeks. Yes, sir. Yo, what's up, Torch? Thanks for the 8 months, dude. Appreciate that. Who are some of the standouts for the first padded practice? I mean, it just kind of depends on whose report you look at. But, you know, there was some reports that the O-line, like the first team O-line was looking good and meshing well together considering it was the first day in pads. Charles Minihue, defensive end, he was getting consistent pressure today from inside at defensive tackle and outside. He rotated in with the 1s and 2s. Deneric Prince had a couple things that stood out. Nick Jones had a great pass breakup and coverage against MVS. I think he also picked off. Did he pick off Mahomes? Maybe he didn't. No, he didn't pick off Mahomes, but he had a nice breakup there. I don't think he picked him off. I could be wrong. Those are like some of the standouts. I mean, Sky was looking sharp. Justyn Ross was noted he had a decent play. Joshua Kando and Malik Herring stepped up. Like Mike Dana, he hurt his calf. A calf strain from Dana. Drew Tranquil hurt his neck. What did Andy Reid call that? Andy Reid said... Sorry, I'm looking at like all my notes here. He said, so you still had Isaiah Moore with the knee, Kadarius Toney, knee, defensive tackle Turk Wharton, ACL. They were not at practice. Not a surprise. Nick Bolton was back. He missed Wednesday because he was sick, but he's good now. But as far as the other injuries, Andy Reid said Drew Tranquil strained his neck. So that sucks. Like, that's got to smart. Strained his neck. Ow. Then Fortson hurt his shoulder and Dana strained his calf. So strain is worse than a sprain. Dude, anything to do with the neck injury, like that's rough. What's your opinion on D-Hop with the Titans? I'm not gonna lie, I thought we'd be done with the D-Hop questions now, only because he's gone. But if you're a Titans fan or something, it makes sense why you'd ask. I mean, I wish him the best. Yeah, he went with the best situation that was presented in front of him, and yeah, I made what was the best decision for him and his future of his career. The thing is, like, even if he wanted to play for the Chiefs couldn't sign him without a Chris Jones extension, and I don't even know how that's going. With each passing day, a deal doesn't get done with Chris Jones. My confidence drops like a tad. I'm still confident that they'll get a deal done, but dude, with each passing day, confidence is going down just a little bit. And I want to show you something that I saw on Twitter that's probably just smoke and mirrors a little bit and some posturing from Chris Jones. But Chris Jones liked this tweet. Okay, this is just proof of him liking it. All right, here's the tweet. This guy said, Chris Jones is still under contract. Probably won't get the deal he wants, though. Watch out offenses because he's going to be determined. Won't be a Chief next year without a new contract. So, Chris Jones liked it. People were like, there was one guy in my comments, he's like, how is this news? There's no news here. Well, I'm not saying it's breaking official news, but Chris Jones found this tweet and he freaking liked it. And there was like, at the time, there's still only 16 likes. There's still only 16 likes. I mean, and Chris Jones is one of them unless he unliked it. Nah, it's still right there. The part that stood out to me was this part. Without this part and Chris liking it, it's nothing. Chris Jones is still under contract. Watch out offenses because he's going to be determined. Probably won't be a Chief next year without a new contract. Like, yeah, that's not really, that doesn't mean much. But this one probably won't get the deal he wants, though. Could be nothing. Like, I'm not going to report about it in today's video or anything like that. But I was intrigued, to say the least, that I saw that about Chris Jones. And then we got Patrick Goholmes. Patrick Goholmes. Patrick Go Home with the membership. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you, bro. That's awesome. Strained neck makes me think of Curb Your E experience. I don't even know what that is. When did all these injuries happen? They were all today, Arthur. Yeah, all of them happened today. Fortson and Fortson and Tranquil happened in the first half of practice, and Mike Dana happened at some point. I don't know when. Do you think the Eagles can have the same success with this upcoming year? Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'm a little worried about with the Eagles, to be honest, is they lost both of their coordinators. Like, that's freaking tough. I think they lost their OC and their DC. I'm pretty sure both of them are head coaches now in the league. So that part is tough. Their secondary shifted around a little bit, but yeah, I think they have a great team, man. They'll stay competitive. Yo, Sean with the 10 bomb. Holtis has Nazeeh Johnson has been breakout so far. I think we keep 6 DBs. Snead, McDuffie, Nazeeh. Okay, I was like, what? Johnson? Yeah, Nazeeh Johnson. Duh. Jones. Jones?
Let's ride.
Oh, wait.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Who's Jones?
Let's ride.
What do you think about this? You got Watson. You got Jalen Watson. Jones. Oh, Nick Jones. Thank you. Bro, without the first names, I'm like thrown. Nick Jones with no K. Nick Jones, yeah, I think Nick Jones makes it. I think Nazeeh makes it. And for both of them to make it, just they got to play heavy on special teams, and they will. But Nick Jones keeps making plays, man. For the 7th round pick that he is, yeah, super excited about him. Sorry, I feel like just looking at last names, it's like really threw me off for some reason. But yeah, L'Jarius Sneed, Trent McDuffie, Nazeeh Johnson, Nick Jones, Joshua Williams, Jalen Watson. Who would you cut? So Sneed, McDuffie, Johnson, Jones, Williams, Watson. I think they keep all 6. If they keep 6, they might only roll with 4 safeties, with those 4 more than likely being Justin Reed, Brian Cook. Then you have Mike Edwards, and Chamari Connor is who I would think they'd go with, as he's young and on the rookie deal. And Deion Bush is the vet in the room, played the 2nd most special team snaps last season, only outside of cornerback Chris Lamons. And he just signed with the Colts, by the way, yesterday. So shout out to Chris Lamons. Hopefully he gets the court case stuff situated from the Pro Bowl that happened, that nightclub incident. But he's got a new chapter with the Colts. If they go 4 safeties, like in Deion Bush is the odd man out, then they could easily keep 6 DBs. Do you think they would keep 6? I don't have my 53-man roster notes in front of me, and I'll do another one before cut downs. But like, is there a scenario where they roll with 6 DBs or 6 corners and 5 safeties? I don't know. That's a lot, but you never know. 10 DBs. Yes, they'll keep 10 DBs. Okay, so 6 and 4 is how it's looking. I don't think 11 will happen, but here's another thing, man. We got to see how these injuries play out. Like, hopefully everybody just stays healthy, but it's just part of the game. Sadly, their DC was mid. Corn Dog got him twice in the biggest game of the year. I don't know if he was mid. I mean, they made it all the way to the Super Bowl. Yo, Leslie, what up? What up? Arkansas and Jesus and Jesus 12. Can I get a shout out? Shout outs to you, man. Thanks for the 2-bomb, brother. Just so you know, if you send a dono, you get a shout out. So if you have a question, you can ask it in there. So I do try to answer as many questions as I can, but you know, as camp rolls up, the season gets closer, we get more in here. Like, we have almost 380 in here right now. So the chat starts moving a little quicker. You can put question marks in the beginning, and that'll help them stand out, but I try to get to as many as I can. You didn't even hear about that? Hear about what, Sam? The injuries, maybe? What are your thoughts on Sky Moore mid-season? Mid-season? Like, how do I think he'll be by mid-season or this season? Maybe you mean this season. I mean, he's getting a lot of looks at camp. Andy Reid spoke highly of him. I saw a couple clips of him today. He looks really crisp in his route running. He caught a really good pass from Mahomes yesterday. Again, no pads. And freaking George Karlaftis was in coverage. It wasn't yesterday. They were off yesterday, 2 days ago. George Karlaftis, dude, was in coverage on Sky Moore. What are we doing? That was crazy to watch, dude. You see this big old guy chasing after him in sweatpants, and it turned out to be freaking George Karlaftis in coverage on Sky Moore. I thought that was hilarious. Sean said, I have it 10, and exactly like you said. Okay, bet. Yeah, the thing for me with the DBs is if they believe Nick Jones and Shamari Connor and Nazeeh can all like contribute really well on special teams, even over Bush, that's how Bush ain't going to make it. Like, Bush was... He played in the game a little bit when injuries happened. Dion did, but like he was the second most used special teamer of everybody. So if they feel like the rookies aren't catching on and they're a bit nervous, like Tobe is like, yo, I need Dion Bush. We need to figure out a way to get Dion Bush on this roster. I need him for special teams. That's maybe where they could go a slightly different route. But right now, I have it looking like 6 and 4 with those 6 corners and 4 safeties. Read with the 2. Can I ask a question if I send a dono? Yes. Reed, thanks for the 2, man. You should have asked the question. Come on now. Cole, you nearly have as many subs as Fluoride Florio. They have 143. I have 140. Oh, nice. That's cool. I don't even pay attention to that. That's awesome. Let's go. Yo, Sweaty Dog with the 3 months. If Rice is really good, Moore steps up and produces 850 plus yards, and Justyn Ross is 500 plus. Are we keeping MVS 3-year contract then out at 2? I feel like I can't even answer that until next season, or at least when the season's over, because so many factors, dude. Either any of those guys on the screen that in this question could be hurt. Like, I hope not, and hope they all play well, but there's just so many factors. If Justyn Ross has 500 yards this season, I mean, that's crazy. In a good way. Like, that would exceed... Like, dude, I would be happy if Justyn Ross made the roster. He'd be wide receiver 6, whatever. At least to start. I would be happy with Sky Moore level of production last year. I mean, Sky had like 250 yards. Like, if Justyn Ross got that, like, dude, I'd be happy with that. If he goes 500 plus, that's crazy. Now, there is an out in MVS's contract after year 2. We'll just see, man. He had a really good connect with Mahomes today. A deep bomb for a touchdown. And I do think Mahomes and KT were just a few misconnects away, or a few misconnects last season from him getting around 1,000 yards. He's one of the most veteran guys in the room at the moment. So, but yeah, if Rashee Rice is stepping up, Sky is stepping up, they're happy with the development of Justyn Ross. I mean, you got to have a full room, and I would, if they're going to move away from MVS, you've got to bring in another pretty solid receiver. So you want to keep those weapons lined up for Mahomes, but yeah, we'll have to see. Mike Edwards got an interception today. Oh, it was Mike Edwards with the INT. I was saying Nick Jones, but you're right. Mike Edwards INT on Sky. I was thinking Nick Jones, but I was getting my days mixed up. Mo, thanks, bro, for the 2-bomb. And then Quentin Van Boeven. Thanks for the gifted. Let's go. Appreciate that. Dez with the 2. Taylor said Burrow out several weeks. Ooh, they got an update? Who's Taylor? Oh, they tweeting now? Oh, it's Zach Taylor. Here it is. Bengals head coach Zach Taylor told reporters that he expects Joe Burrow to be sidelined several weeks due to a calf injury. So some good news here. It's not Burrow's Achilles, which some people were wondering. If you watched my interview with the doctor last night, he was fairly confident it wasn't the Achilles as well. Also, the fact that Joe Burrow had a sleeve on his calf, was experiencing a little bit of soreness in his calf from day one of camp or whatever, from Monday's camp or Tuesday. Today's Friday. From Wednesday, he was sore on Thursday, and then that's when he heard it was on Thursday. If it's only a few weeks, I wonder what Jesse has to say here. He's probably commented on it. Let's see what he says. He has not commented on it yet. But he talked about the levels of calf strains in the video last night. And if it's a grade 1, he's only out a few weeks. But several weeks? Yeah. We'll just keep monitoring the reports because it'll take several weeks.
Let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
That's good news. I mean, as good a news as you could hope for, I guess, with Burrow. Like you want him to be healthy. So, yeah. James with the 8 months. We need to come up with a wager. If KC loses to Denver this year, you should do your next live chat wearing a Broncos jersey. I don't know about all that. Yo, Jaden with the 2 bomb said Sky Moore wide receiver 3. Like from a production standpoint, I can see that. Don Burr with the 2, but I don't know what the message was. It's been deleted. The message got deleted. I don't even know what it said. How about Ramsey? Yeah, he had surgery and he's out till December. Yeah, he had surgery, a meniscus repair, and he's out till December.
Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
I have a question about the Lions. Speaking of the Lions, when is their last playoff win?
We dominate every time we touch the field, baby. We just do it.
All right. Hey, Lions guy, can you look at something for me? The last time the Lions have won a playoff game, I was literally 1 year old. 1991. Am I missing something? And they've also never won a Super Bowl. Like, you're weird and have a very small PP. The Lions like literally have to do something for once in their lives before you can come in here talking smack. So away with you, peasant. 1991. What a poverty franchise. Yeah, he said Burrow's out several weeks. So that could be more than a few. The doctor last night said, Dr. Jesse said, if it's a grade 2, that could bother him for quite a while. And the problem is you could re-aggravate it. So you got to be really careful. Did I miss any donos? I might have. I just want to make sure. Dez with the 2. Yeah, thanks for the 2. How do we feel about Fortson this season? Well, he got injured today. So I'm not sure. We'll see. We need to see the status of Fortson's injury before we can really, weigh in. I'm rooting for the guy. Certainly rooting for the guy. Trevor Siemian is their backup. Who, the Lions? I didn't even realize that. And I guess to be clear, like I think the Lions have a good team. They're like I like their coach. I think they're building a good roster, but to come in here and be weird. I mean, you're either 5'5", it's the little man complex. You're struggling in other areas that I've already talked about. or you lack confidence. Like, just let the play speak for itself, man. Don't be weird. 60 hours since Monday, 86 by Sunday. Whew. Hey, appreciate you, Corey. Let's go, dude. When was the last time our Chiefs played on Thanksgiving? Been a long time, I think. I don't recall the last time, at least. It's been a while. Fortson's injury helps Blake Bell's chances. Yeah, you're probably right. You're amazing, gaming. Appreciate you. Von Miller's injured. Well, he's coming. Well, he didn't get re-injured, I don't think. He tore his ACL last season, and he's still working and coming back from that. I don't see any report that he got injured again. Yeah, he's still getting better. Quentin with the 6 months. Over under on Chiefs sweeping Broncos for the 7th year straight. Yeah, if they win both, it'll be 17 in a row since like 2016 or something like that. It's been a long time. The Chiefs fan in me wants the streak to keep rolling. I will better be able to give you an idea a few weeks into the season because I have no idea how the Broncos are going to look this year. They could look incredible, but I hope not. Like, I don't think they're going to like do crazy stuff in the postseason or anything like that, but I do think Sean Payton's going to get them right a little bit. He's going to be a much better coach than Hackett. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So the over-under, I don't know. I hope the streak stays alive. You know, if they end up splitting, depending on how the Broncos are doing, like, okay. Dude, here's the thing, man. Like, the Chiefs play in some close games with the division opponents. Like, they've won most of them against the Chargers recently, but they've all been one-score games. They had a one-score game against the Raiders last year, 2 one-score games against the Broncos. You know, the division opponents play them really tough. So I want the streak to keep going. I want them to sweep the West. Andy Reid has a very good record against the AFC West. He hasn't lost much. I hope the streak stays alive. Yeah, the Royals were getting ready for the World Series. BDH Runner sent 10, but chat didn't show up. If it didn't show up, that means it didn't go through. I believe I can fly. Yeah, you shouldn't get charged for it. How do you feel about NFL predicting Chiefs record 13-4? That sounds good. Like 13 wins, 14 wins, somewhere around there. That sounds great to me. Waddy said, I say we're 12-5 in second seed. 12, 13, 14 wins, somewhere right around there. I mean, the Chiefs have never lost more than, or never, what do I want to say? The least amount of wins they've had in a season has been 12 under Patrick Mahomes. Since Andy Reid's been here, they've only had one season under 10 wins. That was 2014. They went 9-7 and threw 0 touchdowns to receivers, if you remember that season. So the chances are pretty good that the Chiefs at least are winning 10-plus games. I mean, with Mahomes, it's been 12-plus. So I would expect them to at least win right around there, if not more. Von Miller injured. Need trigger warnings before we say that. Hey, man. Yeah, he tore his ACL. I think it was his ACL, like late last year. Still getting back from that. 15-2, says a lot of people. At some point, I would love to see the Chiefs go undefeated. That'd be fire. I said last year if they went undefeated and won the Super Bowl, I'd shave my beard. Thank God they lost a couple games. I was actually, they lost to the Colts early. And then I was like, thank God. Not that they lost to the Colts, but I was like, thank God I don't have to, they're not going to go undefeated. I was scared for a second. Raz said the fact that Nazeeh Johnson is taking first-team reps over Williams and Watson is big. No, not really, because the pads came on today, and they're not anymore. I'm pretty sure it was Snead. It was Snead, McDuffie, and Watson taking first-team reps today when the pads came on. Now, shout out to Nazeeh. He's been doing a very good job. He's making a lot of... he's impressing a lot of people. I think he's going to make the roster. But Let me show you this tweet from Pete Sweeney. After 2 days of Nazeeh as the Chiefs' third cornerback, Jalen Watson gets the nod for first day of pads outside of Trent McDuffie in the slot and Snead on the outside. So it looked like first-team corners today when the pads came on was Watson, McDuffie, and Snead. But, dude, they'll keep working Nazeeh in and giving him chances and opportunities, especially during camp and preseason and stuff like that. So I'm not counting him out. I think it's a great sign for Nazeeh. I'm really excited for Nazeeh, to be honest. 7 notifications. I just want to make sure. They have an article about Burrow that dropped, but let me see if there's any news in there. Taylor did not provide any further detail regarding Burrow's recovery timetable, stating several weeks is several weeks. Well, that's actually a good follow-up question. If he says Burrow's going to miss several weeks due to a calf strain, the word several means different to different people. So he probably got followed up with a question like, can you give a little more clarity on several? Like, does that mean 4 to 7? Does that mean 3 to 5? And he said several weeks is several weeks. That's all we're going to get for now. I wish him the best, man. The Chiefs don't play the Bengals till New Year's Eve. But the biggest thing for Burrow, it's like you got to get that right, and then you don't want to re-aggravate it. So you got to be very careful. Nazeeh Johnson is an HBTC legend. Hey, he's the only Chiefs player we've interviewed on this channel. Shout out to Nazeeh, man. He's a good dude. You got 2 autographs by Mahomes today? Oh, nice. Love that. Yeah, Sean Payton said Hackett was a joke of a coach. I saw that Sean Payton apologized today. You guys see that? He apologized for some of the things he said. I mean, he's not wrong, but, you know, maybe it was a little much. Maybe it was a little much. What are your thoughts on the Chiefs wide receiver core, rated on a scale of 1 to 10 on how good you think it is? Ooh, we're going to poll that question. I'm going to poll it. Get your guys' thoughts. Now, when you say, what do you think about the Chiefs' overall wide receiver core? I'm going to assume that's with, like, a healthy Toney? Like, I don't know. Let's just go 1 to 3, 4 to 6, then we'll go 7 to 9, then we'll go 10. What's your confidence level in the overall wide receiver room? You guys got to vote and let me know. Seven to 9. See that? You hate the Chargers and Broncos hype? Happens every year. James, at minimum, Denver's going to be 100% improved from how they were last year, which will make them average or slightly above. I hope that. Here's the thing, man. When you're at rock bottom, you got nowhere else to go but up, right? Got nowhere else to go but up. Sweaty Dog said potential is 10. Right now I'm at a 5, but optimistic. But was he wrong? No, he wasn't wrong, Taylor. That's why it's funny. He wasn't wrong. Never apologized for speaking truth. Well, he probably got rebuked a little bit from upstairs, to be honest. Like, because when you take shots like that, I mean, you're basically, you know, who brought him in? The GM? Like, people above Sean Payton are the ones making those decisions. So, he wasn't wrong, but it was funny. It was pretty funny. Sorry, I'm pouring another beer. Hold on a half second. I don't want it to foam. There you go. Nice pour, Senor Cole. Browns are going to crush the Bengals week 1 anyway. He might not be playing. I think they said the start of the season is 6 weeks away. People voting 4 to 6 don't understand. I mean, if your confidence in the overall wide receiver room is a 4 to 6, I think it's still fine. Like, there's a lot of questions there, but I am less stressed overall because Travis Kelce is on the team. You know? So I would probably go, my confidence right now in the wide receiver room, we're going to go like a 6.5 to 7, but it's only because there's just unknowns. And I think a lot of you guys and me, like, we'll get questions answered as camp goes along, as preseason goes along. Like, we will start finding out some more stuff. But a confidence in, like, if the wide receiver room is like a 6 to 7 on a confidence level, but you also have Travis Kelce, you also have Jerick McKinnon. Like, there's so many ways that Andy Reid and Mahomes are going to get this offense scoring points. It's not just the wide receivers, you know what I mean? So they're going to utilize Kelce. They'll utilize Noah Gray, Fortson if he's healthy. Then you've got Pacheco, Pacheco in the AFC Championship game caught 60 yards out of the backfield. He had 60 receiving yards in the AFC Championship game. McKinnon, be curious to see what it looks like for Prince. Prince has been catching everything thrown his way. That's the reports. But he's going to take some time for him to develop and understand pass protection and stuff like that. But, yeah, there's other ways that the Chiefs are going to get moving. So I'm not, like, freaking out about it. Kelce's so hairy, it's refreshing. Dude, what? Yo, what's up, AO? Yeah, you don't want the beer to foam. Heck nah. There you go. Chad said the wide receiver core is a 6 at this point, but will be a 7 or 8 by season's end. Plus, we have Pat. Well, and Kelce. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I'm not tripping about it. Another beer? Oh, that's 4%. 4.5%, and I normally drink Tank 7s, dude. So, Tank 7 is 8.5. These are two of these is one Tank 7. We chilling. Are you married? Yeah. Been married 10 years. I've been married 10 years. That's a kind of a long time. I think somewhere in here I have our wedding photo. Where is that? I've shared it on here before. Here's me. What is this? I always think that's me as a kid. These screens are so small, dude. I thought I had our wedding photo somewhere. Either way, it don't matter. Dude, that is definitely not it, but these shoes, man. Them crab rangoons. Watch out. Tight end group makes up for the wide receivers. You got married young? Yeah, I was married at 21. Red Royce, 10 years just getting started. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I know everything, but I mean, 10 years, it kind of flew by, to be honest. Trustin Veach, yes, sir, John. Dude, it's good to see some of you in here. I see people that I haven't seen in a while, and it's good to see them because, like, that means football's getting close. We getting back, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Richie James. Yeah, I'm excited about Richie. We have depth in almost every group. I think Veach realizes it's better to have a lot of good players than just one great. Yeah, man. I mean, you look at these camp injuries, it makes you nervous. Like, the Dolphins traded for Jalen Ramsey, and he's out for most of the season, Unfortunate. DJ said, I feel very optimistic about the wide receiver room because you also have Rashee Rice and Justyn Ross. Yeah, it's still early. Like, the reports on Rice and Ross have looked good, but it's just day one in pads. So that's what I want to see now. Now that the pads are on, how are they dealing with being pressed at the line of scrimmage, fighting through contact, and stuff like that. There was a good report from Justyn Ross. It's not a video, but PJ Green, he reported this today. Justyn Ross beat Nick Jones on a nice comeback route. A lot of explosiveness in his route running after working to beat a physical press. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that's like, all right, that's a positive sign. That's what I want to see. You want to see stuff like that. Pads come on, they still shine. They still are making some headlines. It's still early, but I am excited about it. You need some crab rank shoes? L. Strauss, our wide receiver core is going to be great. Hear me out. Our biggest problem has been drops. Rice and James are sticky, and MVS and Sky will be better. Love that. Red Royce, I'm old. That's why I said just getting started. Well, when you said just getting started, Red Royce, I figured you were a vet in the game. So you ain't old. You ain't old till you're dead. That's how you know you're old, when you're in the 6 feet in the ground. So you're still chilling. What'd you do before YouTube? I was a videographer. Yeah, photographer, videographer, freelanced, and that's kind of how I built the skills for this channel, like teleprompter work. I used to interview a lot of people and do like mini docs and testimonials. So I used to sit off camera and interview people for these mini docs and stuff. So it helped me sharpen my interview skills, my editing skills, the ability to color grade, get clean audio. So a lot of that transferred over, which I'm super grateful for. What are your expectations with Bieniemy not running the offense this year? About the same as when just the same. I mean, like, I'm rooting for EB. I think the Commanders have made some good moves. I'm excited to see how it goes. But Andy Reid ran the offense, man. I mean, even Matt Nagy said it in his presser the other day. It's Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes' show. Now, he said he's happy to be here and he will do his own part and implement some stuff here and there. But he's like, this is Andy Reid's offense. I mean, it's basically what he said. So that's not going to change. Now, if Andy Reid hangs it up, when he hangs it up, he will one day. That's when I'll have more questions. The one thing that was nice about Brady and Belichick is Belichick was young when he got Brady. Belichick is 70-something now, but 23 years ago, he was in his upper 40s, lower 50s, and had a hell of a run with Brady. Andy Reid gets Mahomes, and when Andy Reid was like 60. So he'll keep running. I don't think Andy Reid's going to hang up unless his health, his health doesn't hold up or he gets let go for some reason. He'll keep running. He ain't getting let go. I'll tell you that much. You see the clip of them fighting at practice? Yeah, we shared it earlier. Yeah. Cole, what's your true opinion on Ross? Personally, I put no stock in him. Justyn Ross? I have no expectations for Justyn Ross. No. I didn't have him on my initial 53. I had Toney, MVS, Sky, Rashee Rice. That's 4. Then I had Richie James and Justin Watson. But I did say I am rooting for Justyn Ross. But with him being out, as long as he has been, he's got no track record in the NFL yet. The Chiefs are high on the guy, I think. I think they like him. They stashed him on IR last year for a reason, to give him an opportunity to, develop and definitely rooting for the guy, but I don't have any expectations. So if he makes the roster, let's freaking go. I don't want to put unreasonable expectations on, Ross with the 2-foot surgeries, the neck fusion. But if he balls out, I'm excited, man. I do think the wide receiver room is already looking different though, because of the Toney injury. A lot of people thought Justyn Ross and John Ross would be competing for the fringe receiver spot, but John Ross is out of there. So, now you've got Amir Smith-Marset, Cornell Powell made a nice diving catch today, catching a pass from Gabbert. But I'm rooting for the guy. If he makes the roster, dude, that's so good. That's awesome. Love that. I'm always rooting for a comeback story. I still think even if Justyn Ross makes the roster, I'm not gonna put a bunch of expectations he's going for 500 yards. I'm just gonna be let's just see what he does, and let's see how it goes. I'm excited. What's up, Trevor? How are you, man? And a rapper on the side, don't leave that out. If you haven't heard God Be My Witness, you're missing out. I haven't made music in a few years, but yes, sir. King Jamie, Cole, if Jones wasn't so greedy, do you think we could have gotten D-Hop? I know it's all speculation, but Chris Jones needs to get a ton of sacks if he's going to do this crap. Yeah, I think if Chris Jones and the Chiefs would have worked the deal out quickly after Quinnen Williams, D-Hop maybe could have been a conversation. I don't know how I didn't think it was that likely anyway, but it was very unlikely without a Chris Jones extension. They have no money, right? So does Kadarius Toney getting injured, or if another key player gets hurt, get Veach and CJ to move the table sooner? No, I don't think so. Because if they're far apart on numbers, they're not gonna sign Chris Jones for a long-term deal. They're just not. He's 29. I hope they get a deal done. He's the best defensive tackle in the game. I think Aaron Donald is still, he's had like the best defensive tackle stretch of a career in a long time. One of the best players to ever do it. But I think it's Chris Jones' season now. But dude, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to pay him. Every day that passes, I'm kind of like, well, I hope over this weekend a deal gets done, because if it goes past the weekend and there's still no deal done, regardless, Chris Jones is going to play for the Chiefs. He's under contract, but yeah. We need it to happen soon. Tell you that. What's up, gaming world? Can't believe Matt Nagy said that live, bro. He did say that live. He's just speaking facts. I mean, you guys see the quarterback documentary with on Netflix with Mahomes. There was a scene there, and was it the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl? Patrick Mahomes runs right up to Andy Reid. They're going over play ideas, and Mahomes Mahomes like, I don't even care what play. That does all sound good. Just keep calling him. He was literally saying that to Andy Reid. Then there was another part, if I remember right, during that quarterback documentary, Mahomes went up to Andy Reid and said, that was a great play call. I wasn't even thinking about that one, but great call. Andy Reid be calling plays, dog. I mean, there are times when the OC, when EB had this select list of plays and was calling them, but like during like red zone situations, 2-minute drills, high pressure situations, Andy Reid just takes the reins. So Matt Nagy's just saying, hey, it's Andy Reid's show. Because it is. That's fine. That's no diss to EB. Yo, Lyric. What up? Can't believe they haven't settled an amount yet. Yeah. I mean, if Chris Jones is wanting $30 million a year and the Chiefs are like, nah. I don't know. It's just they're at a stalemate. They're at a bit of a stalemate, it seems. You know, out of all the documentaries across the platforms, Mahomes the only one to get past the postseason yet, alone win the Super Bowl. Everyone else is like 2-3 in the postseason wins and 19 L's. Hey, man. It's a great time to be a Chiefs fan, I'll tell you that. Parrish with the 5. Hey, Cole, since Jones is still under contract, do you think they wait till next year to extend him? Well, next year, if they don't get a deal done, he's gonna hit free agency. And I don't know that a deal would get done, to be honest. So you could tag him, but the cap hit, because they've already tagged him once, is going to be 20% of his salary this year, which is like $32 or $33 million. I don't know, dude. If they don't get a deal done now, I'm not super confident in the future. Even though Chris Jones says I'll never play for another franchise as long as I live. But we'll just have to see. You know, it's speculation right now until either Chris Jones reports to camp with no new deal or a new deal gets done and then he shows up. Like, either way, we're just sitting here waiting. Daniel with the gifted. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Mr. Random said, might be a hot take, but if we can't trade Chris Jones, then can we trade him and some picks for Justin Jefferson and Daniil Hunter? Like, I don't know how likely a Chris Jones trade is if they don't get a deal. Yeah, I don't know how, I'll take both of those players. Let's go. But I don't think a Chris Jones trade happens this season. If you want to run for another Super Bowl, go on another Super Bowl run, you can't take one of the key pieces of your defense out mid-season before the trade deadline. I think that'd be a disaster. Just my opinion. Who did the Chiefs franchise tag this year? Nobody. They thought Orlando would get tagged, but he didn't. They let him walk. We've got the linebackers right now to make up for Jones. How long can we keep the 4 linebackers? We will see. You talking about on the team contractually or keep them healthy? I think they roll with they'll roll with 4 to 5 linebackers. You've got Nick Bolton, Drew Tranquill, Willie Gay, Locks, Leo, lock. Most likely a lock. I pretty much have him a lock. And then 5th linebacker. Pick your poison. Could it be Jack Cochran again for special teams usage? Maybe. But there's a couple other linebackers here doing some, trying to fight for that spot. Sean with the 2. Bengals are adding another QB. Yeah, I saw that. Who is it? Probably really nobody, right? Let's see. Ooh, Rashee Rice. Look at this. The Chiefs just shared this. Rashee Rice looking shifty. Woo. Hey. I like that. Do it again. Little pass from Gabbert, middle of the field. Or an intermediate pass at least. Is he on the hash? Where's he at? Bro, Rashee Rice, I mean, if he keeps looking like this, I mean, that's Juju. You know, that's the Juju role locked down. And there's more to Rice's game than that. I mean, he led the draft class in passes over 20 yards. Receptions, rather, over 20 yards. He led the draft class in yards after the catch. He led the draft class in contested catches down the field. I'm excited for Rashee Rice. And he did all that last year, 1,300 yards and however many TDs he had, 10 plus, with turf toe for half the season. Definitely excited, man. I got sidetracked, though. Sorry, Sean. Yeah, I think the Bengals added a QB, but it's like a placeholder guy. It's nothing serious. Where did I see that? I saw that somewhere too. Sucks, like Joe Burrow's in the middle of contract talks of getting paid. So that sucks. That's unfortunate about that injury of him. That's why Chris Jones ain't here, bro. That's why Chris Jones ain't here. Parrish with the 5. Sorry, man. I just saw that. Hey, Cole, since Jones is still under contract, do you think they wait? Oh, I did answer that. Thanks for the 5. Yeah, they can't extend him next year. He'll hit free agency, so they could re-sign him, like if they work out a deal with him. But, dude, Chris Jones hits free agency. You never know who's going to offer him what. The biggest question is, does Chris Jones want to stay a Chief for life like he says? You know, if he does, let's get it. If not, Bob said, this is without a doubt the best Chiefs content, period. Appreciate you, man. You're either talking about me or what we just watched with the Chiefs putting out nice training camp content. Either way, if it was about me, appreciate it. If it's about the Chiefs and their own in-house team, yeah, much respect. They put out good work. What's up with the larger emojis? What do you mean? That man good. Let him marinate and look out. Yes, sir. Yo, Blake with the gifted. Dude, we got a lot of people dropping gifteds. I appreciate you. You saw it on Random News? Yeah, they're adding a QB. Chris Jones, Deximus said, Chris Jones, big contract. Is Creed, Bolton, and Snead re-signed? Do all those... Wait. Chris Jones' big contract is Creed, Bolton, and Snead. Does all those sacks and pressures equal that? Oh, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not Brett Veach. I'll tell you that much, because, yeah, there's future contracts coming up for people, man. Snead's on a contract year. Willie Gay's on a contract year. Bolton, I think, is eligible to be extended next year, right? No. Yes. If it's not next year, it's soon. And then, like, you got to think about Creed. You got Trey Smith. You know, Toney's not getting any younger. They don't have a long-term solution to left tackle. Yeah, there's a lot of decisions to make when you're talking about signing somebody for $30 million a year. No, you're right. Did he talk about it yet? Talk about what? Did you hear about John Ross? Yeah, I talked about it in a video 2 days ago. Yes, sir. I dropped a short on it too. I did. We talked about it earlier as well. But yeah, John Ross, he out of there. Money. Runner, you right. Got to pay Chris Jones. He completes the defense. That's what I would think, man. If they don't, remember, Chris Jones will still be here for a year. He'll still be here this season, and then you could do a lot with $30 million, bro. Like, it's not, Chris Jones is one of one. I would love him to stay a Chief. If they go a different route, though, it's kind of like moving on from Tyreek in some regard. I mean, with Tyreek, they traded him and got like how many draft picks? It was a lot. You're not getting draft picks per se if you just let him walk, but you're also not tying up $30 million a year to one player. And when you've got Mahomes, you know, in his contract already, and then you've got other pieces that you need to build, and yeah, I'll be curious, man. I don't want to speculate too much until we just know. Like I just want to know one way or another. Let's see the votes. We've had 224 votes. What do you rate the Chiefs' overall wide receiver core? 53% said 7 to 9. And then 31% said 4 to 6. There you go. Not bad. Cole, why don't you go to camp? Right now, I'm just here doing content on camp every day. I mean, if I go to camp, I won't make content for the day, which is fine. Part of it's my injuries, or just my health. So it's kind of hard to do a lot. I could do it, but it'd be a big day. Big day. It's too damn hot to go to camp, said Deximus. I'm also pretty introverted. I do want to go to a day. I'll see if I can get out there. Bolton next year? Okay, facts. Fair enough. Where do you rank the wide receiver group? Well, we kind of just talked about it. But, like, ranking, like, league-wide? I don't know. It's in bottom half somewhere. Not like bottom, but, like, compared to, like, the Bengals trio or something. I mean, I don't know.
Keep matriculating the ball down the field,
Again,
boys.
Travis Kelce's going to help he's going to help offset a lot of that. I think bottom half might be too critical. Might be too critical. I mean, I'm excited for him. I think I'm happy with the floor of the wide receiver room. I think the floor is higher than in years past for sure. On your poll, where would I rank it on the poll? I said like a 6.5 to 7. Yeah. Yo, what's up, James? How about those Chiefs? Yes, sir. Haven't seen much today. How are they doing in pads? I think they're doing all right, man. We've been talking about it for an hour and a half. Yeah. Day one. It's tough. It's freaking hot out there. But yeah. I'm putting a video out tonight, so you'll get some details tonight. Dave said, how's your back these days? It's all right. It is right now. We trying. I appreciate you asking. Yo, Jack with the membership. Let's go, dude. Darren with the 4 months. Great video with the doctor. Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad you enjoyed that. No, you're all good, Daxton. I wasn't saying that to be like, to be snarky or anything. I was just saying we've talked about, like, if you go back in the stream, we talk about it quite a bit. Talk about the injuries, some of the standouts. But I am also dropping a video tonight, and it'll have all the details in there too. If you have any specific questions about camp, like rather than like a generic thoughts, like let me know. I'll try to answer that. Pads was bad today? Pads was bad? What do you mean? It wasn't bad. It's just a tough day. It's like pads on, you're sore and tired already. It's hot, humid. What's up, Brian? Oh, heck yeah, Daxton. Appreciate you. Chiefs gonna pull off a three-peat? Sounds good to me, Xavier. Someone said thoughts on trading for Danielle Hunter. I mean, if he doesn't work out a long-term deal with the Vikings, I guess it could happen. But, dude, without a Chris Jones extension, they ain't got no money. I don't know what they're going to do. Because if you trade for Danielle, he's also going to want a deal. So I don't know. The Heat, yeah, it's hot out there, bro. Humid, hot. It was in the 90s. Deneric Prince going to have a Pacheco year. Love that. Jacob said Spag signed a signed a replica trophy earlier today and was super wholesome. He said, let's go get another one. Hey, I love that. That's fire. Where do you think the Chiefs defense will rank? You got them top 10? I hope so. Bars. I hope so, man. I mean, it looks good on paper, and I'm excited. Yeah, the secondary's taking a step up. You know, as a lot of them are going into year 2. Nick Jones is looking good. Nazeeh's looking good and stepping up into year 2 as well. The linebacker room looks fire. Chris Jones is going to be there regardless, so I like the addition of a Minihue. I like the addition of Tranquil. I'm excited. Yeah, Justin Reed, Snead. You can franchise tag Chris next year. You can. It's going to be like a $33 million tag. So there's just decisions to make if they don't get a long-term deal done. You know, they'll have to make it next year. Oh, shoot. It's got a funny DM. That was funny. Chiefs take a year off. Who you rooting for? Nobody. Not really. I mean, we'll watch it all the way through here on the channel, but we'll see. We'll see. Zoe said, who's your favorite addition the Chiefs made this offseason? It might be Drew Tranquil. I like that one a lot. I think Richie James is a sneaky one on the wide receiver from New York. I like the Minihue, bringing him in. His versatility on the line is going to be great. Tag is much lower. I don't think it is, Eric. It's the second tag. I thought his cap hit's going to be like $32 million. If he wasn't tagged already, it would just be the average of the top 5 DT salaries. I think it would be lower. But I think since it's his second tag, I believe it's 120% of his current cap hit. But I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the chat. I mean, that's just what I thought I read. Pretty sure. I thought he got tagged in... did he not get tagged in 2020? Before his last extension? Maybe he didn't. Why? I swear this was his second tag. Tag Snead? Ooh. Could tag Snead. Yo, T-Bone, let's go. Appreciate you. Think the Titans pose a threat now? I don't know. It depends on health, but Drew got hurt today. Yeah, Drew Tranquil has a strained neck. This would be his second tag. Yeah, second tag. He got tagged. I'm pretty sure he got tagged the year he got extended. And it was the year they did Mahomes' extension. Chris Jones got extended a week later, 10 days later. Maybe you're right, Eric. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If a deal doesn't get reached, we'll figure it out. We got time. It's the average of the top 5 or 120% of his previous year's salary, whichever is higher. The 120% is higher in this case. Okay. Chris is making 19.5. Okay, I mean, here's the thing, guys. We don't have to argue about it because we don't even know what's going to happen and it's a year away. So if they tag him, it's going to be a lot of money. I know that for sure. D-Hop blocked Redbeard. The Titans are no threat. Nah, it's all good. He brought the Charger injury bug with him. No, I hope he's all right, man. Tannehill isn't going to get the job done. Yeah, they drafted Levis, right? Yeah. You think Malik might take a step up? We'll see. $33 million. It's because it'd be 120%. I thought it was of his overall cap hit. If it's 120% of his base salary. I mean, are we about to... I guess I'm about to look it up. Let's see. Chris Jones. Here we go. Okay, here it is. Here's the answer. Here's the answer. It's impossible to calculate exactly what Jones's potential franchise number might be in 2024. We can say, however, that given his 2023 cap hit of $28.3 million minus the $1.25 million charged against the 2023 cap for not likely to be earned incentives in 2022, his 2024 franchise tag should be somewhere around 120% of 27.1 million, which works out to be 32.5 million. So there you go. It wasn't 33, but that's why I was like, it's 32, 33. It's somewhere right around in there. So that's why Jones is seeking around 30 million per year. He wants so close to Aaron Donald money. So I'm actually just going to freaking screenshot this thing. Just so if people ask, I'm just going to pull it up. Because it seemed to be a stressor today. And the reason I don't want to stress about this, guys, is we don't even know what's going to happen. So we just got to be a little bit patient and see what happens first. Danny's here? Oh, hey. How's it going? Danny and the girls are in Texas, everybody. Favorite WWE of all time? Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, I hope so too, Smiley. Do I play Madden? I do not. Not really. Gil with a 10 bomb, 101 degrees. Ties the record today. That's how hot it is? Dang. That's so hot, bro. I'm hiding in the house. You think Josh Allen will ever win a Super Bowl? I don't know. I mean, the Bills are going to be one of those teams that have a chance to get there, right? So can't rule it out. Definitely can't rule it out. $30 million for a DT? Yeah, it's a lot of money, man. They in Texas and nobody told me? They're in Austin. Where are you at, Alexis? They're in Austin. Been at the pool today and I had an espresso milkshake. An espresso milkshake? That sounds good. I like that.
And when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper and go get it.
Darn, you're smoking food? Let's go. 104 in Arizona, that's hot. Give Chris Jones his $125 million contract and trade him to Washington 404 team next year. God bless. When Mahomes retires, Josh Allen will win. The stream's cutting out for you? That's clear to me. Does anyone know what you might want to refresh your page, man. Does anyone know what the actual injury to Toney's knee is? Andy Reid said meniscus. And he did not have surgery this offseason, Rick. That was an inaccurate report by Adam Schefter. He actually only had surgery Tuesday or Monday, like a few days ago, on that. Now, he did have surgery on it 2022 on the Giants, but he did not have off-season surgery earlier this year. It's not the second surgery he's had on it in 6 months. That was a false report. Yo, Jamari with the 5. Cole, what are your thoughts on the running back market, and do you think we keep Pacheco after his rookie deal? Well, thoughts on the running back market is don't let your kids play running back, folks. Make them play any other position because it's not looking good. I don't know if we keep Pacheco after his rookie deal. I have no idea. The running back market sucks right now.
Broncos country, let's ride. Let's ride.
All right, love you, Danny. Be safe. You think Hill regrets leaving KC? Possibly. He probably isn't mad at the money he's making, though. Heard update on Burrow is out several weeks. Yeah, Christy, he's out several weeks with a calf injury of some sort, but we don't know how long that even is. If he has a stellar year, it's maybe on franchise and trade, but someone made a point. Most of the teams that make it to the Super Bowl lately spends more on offense. Well, Randy with the 10 months, dude. Redbeard for 10 months. Sheesh. It's 107 in Palmdale, California, and it sucks. That is hot, man. Thanks for the Redbeard renewal, brother. Let's go. Not worried, says Kyle. When it matters and it's time to make money, Jones will show up for his teammates. Yeah, he's showing up this year regardless, for sure. You think he's getting traded after the season, though? Like, even if they hit a long-term deal with him, he gets traded? Dang. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how it all plays out with Jones. And this is why I'm like, dude, I don't think the Chiefs want to tag him next year. $32.5 million cap hit? God bless. That's for a 30-year-old DT at that point. Tough. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if Tyreek regrets leaving the Chiefs, but I'll bet he regrets going to the mall that one day. The mall? Are you talking about the marina? What are you talking about? It's 103 here in Dallas with a real feel of 107. That's hot. That's a lot. Thanks for the 2, bro. How good of an addition do you think Dwayne Smoot would be? I don't know, man. I'm not an expert on Dwayne Smoot and his play style, but I know, is he still a free agent? Or is he still with the Jags? He's still under contract with the Jags?
Every time we touch the field, baby, we just do what we do.
Oh, but the Jags just put Dwayne Smoot on the PUP list for an Achilles injury 2 days ago. The Jacksonville Jags have placed outside linebacker Dwayne Smoot on the active, physically unable to perform list. Oh, he signed a 1-year deal. He signed a 1-year deal July 21st. I guess I missed that. So Dwayne is re-signed for a year with the Jags, but he just got put on the PUP with a Achilles injury. So probably a no on him at this point in time. I bet Bengals fans' heads look like the Oppenheimer movie. I don't even know what that means. I've never seen that movie. How would Tyreek enter Hall of Fame as a Dolphin? Yeah, you can't really go into the Hall of Fame with a certain team. You can retire with a team, but the Hall of Fame comment is a little weird. I don't know why he was saying that. That was weird. Let Jones play for a fancy contract elsewhere this year. He would kill it this year. Oh, you're right. He would go crazy. Yep, C-Dog said $50,000 fine per day he's missing camp, but if he's trying to fight for a $100 million deal with like $60+ million in guarantees, it's not that much money. But for us, it is. I mean, $50,000 a day, that's freaking insane. So much. Kyle, you live in Redding, California? That's where my wife's from. Well, she grew up there at least. Means her head exploded? Okay. Dude, I bet. That would be like, that'd be like us as cheap. Any team that sees their franchise QB go down, it's like, whew. Yeah, I think Dwayne Smoot was somebody I mentioned about free agents. But he did just get signed July 21st, so. I mean, a couple of the free agents that are like more appealing to me right now, like Carlos Dunlap would be one. There's some defensive ends out there still available. But I like Dunlap if they could bring him back. Only if they feel like they need him. Mike Dana with the calf injury. Who knows how bad of a strain it is. Could find Dunlap back. We'll just have to see. Let Chris play this year and tag him next year, then bye. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Are we still okay with this wide receiver group? I think so. They don't really have a choice. Not really. Going to Chiefs-Bengals game. New Year's Eve? Nice, bro. That's going to be a good one. Traveling from Arkansas, so not so bad. No, that's just, depending on where in Arkansas, just like 5 hours? 4, 5, 6 hours away, depending on where. BDH Runner said Jones deal will happen today. Mark my words. I mean, I like that. I like that a whole lot. Did Chris Jones ever get the Madden deal figured out? I don't think so. He said he would tweet them every day until they responded and he stopped tweeting. Sorry, I'm pouring one more beer. I poured a little too aggressive. The foam is all the way up. It's already calming down. Woo! I got scared. Buy a Buick every day because you're not at camp. 50,000, a Buick a day. What do you think about DiCaprio Boodle getting into it with Kelsey? Yeah. Tempers flared a little bit. I think Kelsey did a little much. He was swinging at his face, but 3 seconds after the whistle blew and DiCaprio Boodle is still pulling on Kelsey. So he clearly was frustrated. And here's the other thing. We just see that one play. We don't know Like maybe Boodle was messing with Kelsey on more than just that play. Like if so, Kelsey was probably just like, bro, like, you know, you can only put a dog in a corner and mess with him so much before he freaking lashes out at you. So, hey, Kelsey's a freaking dog. He's just letting him know. A little too much, Daniel. Just a little. It's not too bad. It's good now. I poured that one a little aggressive. Who are the free agent wide receivers for this upcoming offseason? I'd have to look it up, to be honest. I think where's Brandon Ayuk on that list? There's people, you know, and the Chiefs will keep their eyes peeled. You have a question related to Chris Jones? How dumb do you got to be to start stuff with Kelsey? I don't know. I made a joke on Twitter saying the last time somebody was being dumb at training camp, they got their ass shipped off before the trade deadline. I was joking. I was talking about Rashad Fitton. Let's see. We have 19 notifications on Twitter. I'm just making sure there's nothing that we're missing. Nothing. Okay. I was just making sure. Fenton was terrible. Dude, Patrick Mahomes was yelling at Fenton. You guys remember that last year? He's like, you're holding every fucking play. You're holding every fucking play. You ain't gonna get no better. Holding every play. Like, dude, they were mad. If Justin Watson gets cut and we keep CEH. Oh, no. If we cut Watson and CEH, does that free up any considerable cap to help with Chris Jones's deal? Not enough. You're only I don't even know what you're saving, to be honest. If you cut both of them, it can't be more than a few $1 million. Can't be more than a few million. Whoa, dude, race fan with the 5 gifted? Sheesh. Hey, thanks, man. Dude, thank you for the 5. Holy smokes. Yo, Chief LA also sent the $10 Cash App. I'm just seeing this. For Dono, Apple Pay for some reason didn't go through. Dude, thank you, man. Weird, so it showed your Dono, but it didn't go through. Very odd. But thanks for that, man. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you. Yo, Flip with the 10. Everybody shout out Flip. Veach & Company could likely have Jones's contract played through and re-signed him after we win Super Bowl 58. Jones will play even harder so he can earn that fat back. Well, here's a problem, Flip, for me. Chris Jones will then be 30 and not getting any younger. So you would think if they get a deal done now, it's a multi-year deal, but they probably have an out after 2 to 3 years. So the older he wants that now. You know what I mean? We'll see, though. There could be a lot of things that play out. Yeah, fat bag of cash, either with us or for another team. Yeah. True. Another team might offer it, dude. You never know.
When it's grim, be the Grim Reaper.
It's part of the business. It sucks, though. Thanks, Flip. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the 10 bomb. The right way to pour a beer is with a lot of head, because if you pour it against the glass with no head, then the beer will make you feel bloated. That's no BS? Ah, frick. All right. I'll try better next time. Daxton said, realistically, is there any team we could trade CEH to? I mean, I think if a CEH trade happened before the deadline, it's going to be a team who had some injuries at the wide receiver position, honestly. But, yeah, I don't know how likely that is at the moment. Alexis, what area of Texas are you in? Did you answer that already? Are you in the Austin area? If so, my wife's close. CEH could go to the Cowboys? Well, they have They have Pollard. They signed Ronald Jones. You guys see that? Ronald Jones is there. Chiefs will be smart to pull a Tyreek Hill on CJ if he doesn't take a team-friendly deal and trade him for a bunch of picks next year. Well, you would have to you'd have to sign him. You'd have to sign him and then trade him. Cole getting bloated? I don't feel like I'm getting bloated. I'm chilling over here. You're an hour away from Austin? Okay, nice. Oh, yeah, they also drafted Deuce Vaughn. Yeah. Pollard, Vaughn. They signed Ronald Jones. You can trade CEH for a hot dog and a beer. Yeah, CEH is... Most people are going to wait, dude. Oh, Greg Coleman with the 20 gifted. Oh, shoot. Hey, everybody, you get a membership and you get a membership and you get a membership. Hey, holy smokes, Greg. The legend. Bro, we got some awesome jerseys in yesterday, Greg, huh? I'd have to show y'all what they are. They're upstairs. I'd have to go get them. Creed and Trey Smith contracts are more important than Chris Jones. Creed and Trey's going to be $34 million. Yeah, I think I'll be curious to see if they keep them both at the end of the day. I don't know how you move on from Creed. It's going to be tough, dude. I mean, like, first and foremost, I think you want to do all you can to protect Patrick Mahomes. So you probably do tie up a lot of money in the O-line, but they probably keep drafting, trying to find some gold. I mean, Wanye Morris, they snagged him. You know, we'll see how he does. They got Kennard last year. He's lining up as a guard with the 2s right now. Be a serviceable backup guard. Flip with the 5. CH can join the Browns so he doesn't have to attend any Super Bowl parades or White House. Oh, man. Brian said, stop talk about trading Chris Jones. The deal will get done after the first preseason game. That's 3 weeks away. Oh, my gosh. You think they're going to wait that long? Oh, my gosh. That's a long time. When is the first preseason game? We just looked at it. It's not this weekend, but 2 weeks from this weekend. So it's like what, the 16th or something? August 19th or the 12th? I don't freaking know. Somebody tell me in chat. Let me know. I said today. Well, I like today better than first preseason game. I think Creed will stay and Trey will probably go to a 32 to 25 ranked team. It's hard for me to speculate about, like, I mean, Trey Smith. Let's see. He was drafted in 2021. So, I mean, they have him under contract for, does he become a free agent in 2025? 22, 23, 24. Yeah, they have him for another year. Well, this season and next, if they don't get a deal done. For sure. What's going on with Jones? I don't know. We've been talking about it all stream, on and off. We don't know. Sunday, 8/13? Okay. August 13th. There we go. My son's birthday is tomorrow, and we're having a Spider-Man water slide party. Bring the babies. They have a ball. Dude, I probably would. They actually fly home tomorrow. Yeah, they'll be home tomorrow, Saturday. They'll be home tomorrow at noon. So they're leaving like early in the morning. Dirty Dam once out? What do you mean? Once out where? You have kids? Yes, sir. 2 kids. Got a 7-year-old daughter. Almost. She'll be 7 in August. And a 3-year-old. I can show you a picture, I think. They're on my phone. Ugh. Come on. There you go. Wife and 2 kids. Oh, shoot. So, yeah, the oldest is Maddie. The youngest is Lulu. And then Danny, the fox, is the bride. Where did Dirty Dan go? Well, he was with the Saints, but where is he now? Is he still a free agent? I honestly don't know. Is he still with the Saints, Tom? Because I'm actually curious now. You guys have piqued my curiosity. Dan Sorensen. Where's he at? He's a free agent. Dang, he never got signed. I think he's still a free agent. Good old Dan. Good old Dan the man. My, how things change. Your son's turning 4? Love that. Yo, Troy's in here? What up, Troy? Did you need something? Or are you just saying what's up? Is Cam Newton a free agent? I don't think he retired. Technically, no. Cole, what'd you ever do with your fish tank? Oh, we got a fish. We got another one. We're trying again, y'all. We got a beta fish, and the first one sadly passed away. We tried, man. Yo, Randy. What? Randy. Oh, Randy with the 20. So I got to pay my respects. Well, hey, much respect to you, bro. Thank you. I was actually getting on here to look at a picture of my fish. We got another fish, and his name is Sunset. Our 3-year-old picked the fish out. But yeah, our first beta died, man. It got sick. We tried all we could to fix it, to get it to heal up, and it didn't make it. So we treated the tank for like a good month, trying to make sure it was a good. Oh, here he is. Where did he go? Oh, here he is. Here. Let me airdrop it to my computer. I'll pull it up on here. Yeah, we treated the tank, and he's doing fine. We've only had him for like 5 days, but he's doing all right. He's settling in. He's not scared. He's swimming all around. Look at that, man. Look at that guy. He got all kinds of colors. That's our first and only pet. It was funny that Tyrann Mathieu was clearly sick of Sorensen, but then they played together the next year on the Saints. Oh, man. Do you stream daily? No. I stream Tuesday, Fridays for the most part, and then during the season on game day. Although, I want to let you guys know, I think Sunday, just because, dude, it is really grueling to try to do a daily video of training camp every single day. It's really hard. So I think Sunday, I'm just going to stream live during training camp, and we can react to the news and updates together in real time. So I think Sunday, the goal, I got to talk with the boss, Danny, but I think Sunday I'm going to stream from 9 to 11 in the morning. We will react to all the updates together in real time if you're around and available and want to hang out. And then I'm probably going to get off for the day, and I won't make a video at all unless Chris Jones gets a deal done that day or something. But because camp goes all through the weekend, I'm like, when am I supposed to see my family? So I think I'm going to compromise on Sunday and just do a live hangout and react to camp with you guys. I'm probably not going to make a video just for Sunday so I can at least see the family before we keep going. Because, dude, it's 6 days a week, but, like, the days off are random. So the day off for the team next is Tuesday. But it's like, well, Troy works that day. Yeah, it's really weird. So I think Dalvin wants to go to Miami and going on a Jets publicity tour to put pressure on Miami. Bro, I don't know, man. Dalvin to the Jets sounds good to me. Family first. Appreciate that. I'll be there. Training camp is the practice is only 2 hours. Yeah, it's only a 2-hour practice. You could go there for longer, obviously, but yeah, camp practices are roughly like 2 hours. And then they have pressers after. Who do you think will fill in for John Ross, who just retired? Well, they already signed Ty Scott from Missouri State. He's already out there wearing 85. I'd talk about it in today's video, but that was fast, huh? I like beer. Me too, Chad. Me too, bro. Sunday stream sounds great. Maybe we'll try it. Like, I think for the rest of training camp, 1 to 2 days a week, we'll do that. Just because a training camp video, like, no joke, takes me like 10 hours. It takes me 10 hours because of all the notes to prep and just all that it takes to make one. it's a lot. And I love doing it. I enjoy it. You guys love it. So they're not going to stop, but dude, I can't. 7 days a week is a little much. So we'll compromise a little bit. Every day is your day off if you're John Ross, said Andy. Oh, God. I think John Ross looked at the weather the next week and he was like, 100 degrees, 95, humidity is the real feel of 110, heat advisory. I'm getting reps with the 2s and 3s. I'm out of here. Yo, what's up, Anthony? Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you. Do you know Burrow's injury isn't serious? Yeah, he's out for several weeks with the calf strain, I think. But what does several weeks mean? I don't know. Is it 5 weeks? Is it longer? They probably don't know either. They need to see how Burrow does in his rehab and his rest and getting, re-strengthening that area. The doctor, you guys got to listen to that interview last night if you haven't. Did it with a sports doctor. And he said that the calf strains are hard because every time you even walk, it fires those calf muscles, even when you take a step and he's like, so they're very annoying and they're very frustrating sometimes to heal from. If it's only a grade 1, he's in a much better spot. If it's grade 2, sucks. It's beer 30 somewhere. Yes, sir. Do you remember when Dan Sorensen picked off Drew Brees twice and took one to the house? Oh, yeah. Dude, he's had so many good plays over the years. Yeah, Andy. Horrible timing for Burrow to get hurt. Thanks for that 2-bomb, bro. He's in the middle of contract discussions about a big long-term extension. Gets hurt. I still think he's going to get paid, but it's just like, that's why Chris Jones ain't there, bro. You know what I mean? If you're in contract talks, Burrow was trying to do the right thing. He's the leader of the team. He wants to show up and put in work with the team. Very unfortunate. Somebody just said I was happy to see Burrow hurt. Nah, dude. No thanks. I don't like that. Dirty Dan was solid. Yeah, he struggled the last year. Better now than in the season? Oh, yeah, facts. The fact that Burrow is hurt now is positive news. As long as he can recover fully. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same with Kadarius Toney and his injury. Like, it's probably better that KT got hurt now. If he got hurt week 4, that's not good. So, get it out of the way, sadly. But you're right, Matt. I agree. John Ross retiring is good for Remigio and the other guy. That other guy? Who? Smooth, dude! Oh, my God. Smooth with the 200. Cole, what's up, my guy? How are you? Sheesh. I'm good, man. I've been bacheloring it up this week, bro. No family. The wife and kids have been seeing some of Danny and our close friends and hanging out. She went away during training camp for a bit. I just kind of told her like months ago. I was like, hey, if you want to go on vacation or see some friends somewhere, like let me know. This would be a good week to do it because training camp's going to be insane. It's good. So I just been working, bro, kind of around the clock. Because the wife and kids are gone, so I'm gonna get off here in a little bit, and we'll finish today's video. And then we got training camp tomorrow. We got training camp the next day. I got some other stuff that I got to do to handle business-wise for the channel that doesn't involve making content. So yeah, we're doing good though. All things considered, bro. Smooth. How are you, man? 200. Sheesh. I'm good, Demo. Thanks for asking, brother. Breck, yeah, heck yeah. Come hang out in the streams. I appreciate that. Why does Derrick Henry want them to get rid of his position? He was kind of just being tongue-in-cheek saying, might as well get rid of the position if you don't find us valuable. I think, if I remember his tweet right, it was something along those lines. Like, if you're not going to pay us, like, what are we doing? Smooth, thanks, man. Jeez Louise. I don't wish anyone to get hurt. No, I don't. I freaking hate injuries, bro. They're the worst. They're horrible. Oh, we got some more tweets. Jalen Ramsey. Okay. Jalen Ramsey, surgery went well. Thanks for the prayers and support. I promise I will attack this rehab and be back stronger than ever. So just be part of a greater story down the stretch. Bro, the Rams are probably like, because they just traded him. It's like, oh. Patrick Mahomes to MVS. Bomb. Let's go. Tight end love. I don't see Fortson out there. Fortson's definitely banged up. Yeah. That's all the real Twitter news. Yo, Cheesy Mac with the gifted. Thanks, brother. Do you think Mahomes will win MVP again? Hard to do, but if anybody can do it, it's Mahomes. He's the best in the game. All you need is a big, strong body at DT. I mean, I think Chris Jones is pretty important. I think he was an absolute nightmare for every single team to play against. You know, was a big part of the defense's scheme and plans. He would take double teams, triple teams. Rashee Rice, 800 yards and 5 TDs. I like that, Tim. I like that. Why did I whisper? I don't know. There is footage of the Kelsey scuffle. I shared it earlier. Let me see. It's on my Twitter timeline. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. I think it's this. Yeah, right here. So the play gets blown dead about right here, and then they just still keep going. And so Kelsey's like, dog, quit. Dog, get off me. That's all it was. It really wasn't that much. I mean, Kelsey swung like a little bit, open palm. Like, dog, get out of here. Right here. Pop. Hit him with the 2-piece. He's feeling like, what's his face hitting Leon Edwards backstage at UFC? Who the freak was that? George Masvidal. Hit him with the 2-piece. Anyone else here love the defense more than the offense? I mean, it's way too fun watching our offense, but when the defense shuts down, I mean, yeah, I love that. I love offense, bro, to be honest, but I love when the defense holds their own, for sure. Cheesy, thanks again, man, for the gifted. Demo, I'm doing great. Where's Smooth at? You can just comment. Where you at, bro? Hope you're doing well, man. Keep your head up. One day at a time. Attack it. You know Kelsey's a stud when that man got the smack clap. He was going like this. Whatever the freak that means. You miss Henny? Yeah, me too. Love when they're both clicking? That's actually facts. It's already hot, then you add hot heads. Yeah. 1000%. Who was that? Becky? Yep. You already know. That's why he's not really hurt. It's a strategic move to get contract done. He's fine. Joe Burrow? I don't know. I don't think he's faking his injury, bro. Getting spicy. Yeah, Big Yeti getting spicy. You already know. Nice to see a little in the house. Yeah, competition between the O and D. Yes, sir. I mean, I wouldn't read too much into that little scuffle. It wasn't much. I mean, Kelsey was heated in the moment, but I guarantee you he went up and probably dabbed Boodle up later. Toney time frame? Week 1, week 2, week 3. But even when you see him come back, he's going to ramp himself. He's going to get... he's going to be limited. He's going to be on snap count. He's going to have a ramp-up period. You missed Tamark Vanover? Hey, haven't heard that name in a minute. Who would win, Browns or Pats? This year, I don't know. My gut reaction says Patriots just because of Belichick, but Browns could do it. You're on the phone? Who is number 30? 30? I don't know. 30. Bro, I have the hardest time during the 90-man roster with the number 30. Oh, it's Boodle. Yeah, DiCaprio Boodle. And that's confusing because Boodle was like number 2 last year or something. I think that was Joshua Williams. So it'll take a couple weeks. Nick Jones is 20. What is Nick Jones? 31. Not 21. 31. And then obviously McDuffie's 22 now. Took Juan's number. We need a returner like Dante Hall. Hey, shake and bake. Maybe I just realized I have timestamps in this video. I didn't mean to copy my timestamps over. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, I mean, I do miss Dante Hall as a returner, though, for sure. Richie for 1,000? I don't know. That's a tall order. But he's only had one season over 500 yards, but I definitely give him over 500. Daxton, my first time chatting in stream. Just want to say thanks for the experience. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I'm glad you were here and enjoyed it, man. Thank you. Toney is very Dante Hall-like in his movements. Yep, you just got to stay healthy. Do not kick the ball. Don't kick the ball? What am I missing? Oh, too many 17s coming in and out now? True. Yeah, Boodle was like number 2 last year or something. I can't remember. MVS for 1,000. That's pretty doable. People always asking Cole wild questions. Be like, Cole, meatloaf, ketchup, or barbecue sauce? I want ketchup on my meatloaf, to be honest. I just answered it. Hey, you can ask. Here's the thing. It's a Q&A, so people can ask whatever. I'm down. I try to answer as many as possible. Dante Hall was the best cut man ever. He was awesome, bro. You know that span when he returned like 5 or 6 kickoffs or punts in a certain amount of games? It was crazy. You think Sean Payton deserves the hate for the comments? I honestly didn't fully... I didn't see all of Sean Payton's comments and what he said, to be honest, but I know he kind of didn't hold back in some of his comments about last year's organization. And then he backtracked today and apologized a little bit, yeah. I do not put ketchup on mac and cheese. No. Just nothing. I just eat the mac and cheese, a little pepper. A little pepper on there. Hey, guys, I was watching earlier at work around 4:30, but had to go. Whoever gifted sub... Thanks for the gifted. Oh yeah, Panda. Heck yeah. There was a bunch of people that gave like a little one. Like there was like a bunch of people all throughout stream doing one gifted. Somebody dropped a 5. There was a 20 bomb. So who knows who it was? ESPN kept saying, "Do not kick the ball to Dante Hall." Oh yeah. No facts. Okay, that makes sense. Another wild question: what type of barbecue do you usually eat at your favorite restaurants? It depends on where I go. Like Jack Stack, I like their honey barbecue. I like Joe's spicy barbecue. Just depends. Not being biased, you think the Chiefs are a dynasty? I don't know. Some people are saying they need a 3rd Super Bowl win to be one. So, I mean, they're very close. If they're not technically, they're very close. They've been extremely dominant over the past 5 years. 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, winning 2. So, it's close. Smoked meat and mac and... Ooh. If there was smoked meat, I still wouldn't put no sauce on there. On mac and cheese. It feels wrong. Pulled pork is my fave. Nachos, mac and cheese, all with pulled... Okay, I mean, that sounds great. It'll be funny when Denver to bed this year, then who will be to blame? If they do that again this year, I think they got to move on from Russell Wilson. I mean, if Sean Payton can't help the man, nobody can. You think Jalen Hurts is underrated? He's an 88 in Madden. I mean, he's a great QB. So, I don't know. I think he gets slept on a little bit. But, I mean, if I'm going to go with my top QBs, I'm going to go Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, then pick your poison. Lamar when he's healthy or Hurts. And some people say, well, Josh Allen is no longer top 3. Sure, if you're going to base it solely off his injury, or if you're going to base him off last year's performance without considering his elbow injury, I guess you could take him out. But if he's not performing in like a top 3 QB this year, I'll take him out. But in my opinion, Josh Allen's a top 3 QB. The elbow injury hindered him last year. So that's kind of why I still have Josh Allen up there. But that's just me. Jalen is better than Allen. Too many turnovers. Yeah, I mean, Allen he kind of does commit a little bit of turnovers. Like unnecessarily. Kelsey got into it with DiCaprio Boodle. Leonardo DiCaprio Boodle. Bro, that's crazy. These beers don't even hit. I mean, I guess I've only had 3 in 2 hours. And they're 4%ers, 4.5s. Dude, I was drinking some, this week I had some Rye on Rye. Have you guys had that from Boulevard? It's 13-something%. Dude, you drink one of those and I'm like, whoa, easy. What are the top 3 best sides with barbecue? Oh, that's a freaking good question. What's up, American Patriots? Hold on, Daxton. What's your favorite retro Chiefs moment? Pre-Mahomes? I mean, I watched the Chiefs all growing up. I loved watching Priest Holmes dominant 3-year stretch. I liked a lot of the Jamal Charles moments. Like, was it that 5 or 6 TD game he had? That was a fun one. Derek Thomas, obviously I was pretty young then, but I really liked Derek Thomas. Our whole family had Derek Thomas jerseys. There's definitely moments there. All right, best 3 sides with barbecue. If someone says, hey, I'm bringing barbecue or I'm going to take you out, what 3 sides do you want? Some of that would depend on the restaurant a little bit, but I mean, beans. Beans got to go with it for sure. So baked beans. We'll go. I like a good fry or onion ring as well, which I know that's kind of like a cop out. What else for a side? I mean, here's the thing. It depends on the restaurant. Like Jack Stack, bro, I love their cheesy potato bake. It's so good. Just kind of depends on where. Garlic bread with barbecue? I don't know if I've ever had that. Cornbread, coleslaw, best pizza toppings, pepperoni, and bacon. Yours is the Hall return against the Broncos. Hey, dude, there were some crazy standout Dante Hall plays, that's for sure. Most of Domino's sides aren't fresh. I don't know if I've ever got a side from Domino's. I don't even eat Domino's pizza. Pulled pork on baked potato. Ooh, that sounds great. Pulled pork on baked potato with bacon. Okay. And sour cream. Heck yeah. I love steamed and seasoned veggies. Yeah. If we're going to go healthy, give me some. Let's go. Joe's beans. Bro, Joe's baked beans are so good. I think Joe's baked beans are one of the best in the city. Holmes was good, but it was definitely that O-line. Yeah, I mean, after Holmes' 3 years, Larry then had a couple 2 very dominant years. Yeah, much respect to the O-line for sure. Willie Rofe, yeah, dogs. Cole thinking about joining kickboxing classes for the punching bag. So I should I envision the bag being Russell Wilson or Eli? Not Russell. I mean, he's corny, but like, he's fine. Eli, definitely. Barbecue for dinner? Got to, Smiley. 49ers or Bengals? Well, I don't know. Like, if they faced each other? Dang, that'd be a banger of a game. That's hard. I don't know. Without Burrow, 49ers. Bacon bits, best pizza topping ever? I like real bacon on that bad boy. Unless you're saying taking bacon and doing really fine pieces on there. But not the fake bacon bits like that you put on a salad with like the fake bacon. Nah. Unlimited. He's so corny, bro. Unlimited. 49 says Moody. We're talking about Dan the Man? What are we talking about? Oh, 49ers. That's what you're talking about. Okay. Talking about 49ers. Real bacon. Yeah, heck yeah. I was at the Jamal Charles 5 TD game. I live near Oakland. Was a stone's throw across the black hole with the iconic lone Chiefs fan pick. All the TDs happen in the ops. Dude, that's crazy. Ribs or burgers? Hey, you guys might not like me for this. I'm not a big ribs guy. I'm not, dude. I'd rather have a burger. 10 out of 10 times. My barbecue, I like brisket. I like burn-ins, any kind of burn-ins, beef, pork. Yeah. Burn-ins or brisket is my favorite barbecue. I'm not a ribs guy. McRib? Oh, gosh. Anyone going to camp tomorrow? Let Calm Brownie know. Cole, you need a key to the city. Thanks, dude. Hey, I got the keys. Ooh, Brent Irish said don't pay Chris Jones. Just tag him next year if he's worth tagging. He's not a team player and he's old. Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs could tag him next year. It's a big cap hit. We talked about it earlier. I mean, it's going to be somewhere around what we talked about. Where did it go? Somewhere around $32 to $33 million. It's going to be a big cap hit. Cole, do you smoke meat? No, I just smoke rocks. I don't smoke rocks. No, we don't have a smoker here. We don't. If we want barbecue, we just go get it. I just think of that. I was a kid. I smoke rocks. Is that South Park? What is that? Someone says smoke. No, I don't smoke. Maybe the occasional vitamin. Dude, Greg Coleman just messaged me. Smoke rocks? You funny. Nah, dude, we ain't. Nah. I got recovering addicts in my family. We ain't doing nothing here. I drink beer, have a vitamin. That's it. That's it, man. T's going back to the Super Bowl if the Bengals lose 4 games or more. All right, fair enough. I don't smoke vitamins. Nope. You guys are making me hungry. Me too. Yeah, Donald's salary drives up the tag price so much. Well, and it's also just because Chris has already been tagged once. That's why. That's it? No beer for you? It's probably better that you don't drink. Cole is on a roll today, said a guy. Hey, man. We do what we can. When the trolls are out, we be messing. Are you going to call a game on the Chiefs bye week? Maybe, Megan. If I don't, it's because me and Danny might go out for that weekend. That might be our getaway weekend. We'll see, though. If there's if we're back Sunday, maybe I'll do like the Sunday night game or something. Maybe. Favorite Chiefs player of all time? Pat McAfee's vitamins, probably. I don't know exactly what he's talking about with vitamins, but they're for my back. They're for pain. Not pain meds, but vitamins. Yeah, we might call a game that week. Andy with the 5 for that money. Just extend him with options to get out and make some cap space for other options, other positions in need. Yeah, I mean, it would help this year for sure. It would definitely help this year. And then I don't know how you could get out so quickly, though. I think part of their battle and the contract battle with Chris Jones is over guarantees. So I think he wants quite a bit of guarantees in his contract, and the Chiefs are probably pushing back on it. I'm sure they're arguing over the amount per year, like the average, but like average annual value or whatever. But I think there's an argument over guarantees because you could hike up the contract to get him to $30 million a year, but backload it without guarantees, a lot of guarantees, and it's like fake. So I'm sure some of the argument's there. When will KT be back? Hopefully by week 2, week 3, but he's still going to be limited. What's up, Tony Bone? You're about to subscribe? Oh, let's go, dude. Thanks for that, man. Welcome. I would enjoy a 1972 Dolphin season for us. Fine with me. That was the undefeated year, right? 1972 Dolphins? I think it was. They went 14-0. Yeah. That would be a crazy one. 14-0. Chiefs have to go 17. That's crazy. You think D-Hop will regret Tannehill? Possibly. Cole, whenever I make it from AZ to KC for Chiefs games, what are some hotels that are nearby you recommend? Also places to go to my wife before the game. Well, Michael, unfortunately, there's not much in the area around Arrowhead. Like, there's nothing there. I think Denny's shut down, right? There's like a Taco Bell and like some motels. If you want to stay, like, yeah, that's tough. I would go to like the Plaza or something. Plaza, I'd go to, yeah, probably the Plaza would be a really fun spot for you guys. You know, you could go to one of those hotels by Arrowhead so you can walk, but dude, it's not nice. I mean, it's not a nice area. There's nothing there. There's like nothing there. Denny's burned? Okay, yeah. Okay, dang, I forgot. It burned to the ground? Rick. Are we going to re-sign Tommy Townsend after this year? I'm not sure, Scrum. I'm really not sure. I always stay downtown and just drive in. There you go. What Adam said. Do I need a sub for you to see me in chat? No, sir. I keep it open. Try to keep it open. Brent Irish, Chris Jones is well below Aaron Donald's level, especially in the postseason. I mean, yeah, he didn't get his first postseason sacks until this year. 50% more postseason games, yet Aaron Donald has 3 times as many sacks. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, we can argue that stuff. Like, I just don't know. I think Chris Jones wants $30 million a year and the Chiefs don't want to give that. And then there's some argument over guarantees. You know, they're both going to argue their case and we'll just have to see. I just can't wait till we know. Because it's a hell of a lot of speculation until we know something. I'm back to checking Twitter, making sure we ain't missing nothing. Nope, nothing there. Yo, what up, CB? Who has a chance to win the Super Bowl other than the Chiefs? I answer this question every live stream, and my answers are just kind of the same. Just any of the dominant teams, any of the top-rated teams, Bengals, Bills, the Jags could be a sleeper. We'll see how the Jets look. A healthy Ravens team is interesting, you know, but Lamar's 1-3 in the postseason, so we'll see. On the NFC, I mean, you got the Eagles, you know, you've got the 49ers. There's a few teams over there as well. For some reason, my knee started hurting during your interview with the dog. Hey, I don't blame you. Telling that Chris Jones got his first sack after they loaded up defense, making it so the opposing team can't focus him. That's true. You think Bryce Young will be the guy the Panthers need? Honestly, Dingers, I'm not a big, like, I don't watch a lot of college ball, so I'm not super in the know on Bryce. I know did he go first overall? First or second? So I know he was named QB1. I think that's the direction they need to go. They just got to give him the reins and just see. The Panthers have made some good offseason moves, so I'll be intrigued. Will Pat retire a Chief? Freaking hope so. We'll definitely see. The trade for Jones would be as big as the trade for Reek. If they extend him and then try to trade him, yeah, maybe. They traded Tyreek before the draft. That's the issue right now. If they would have tried to trade Chris Jones before the draft, you're looking at a whole different situation. You stayed at the Best Western and walked into Arrowhead and it was okay. But yes, only Taco Bell was there. That's what I'm saying. If you just want to stay somewhere, you know, you're getting in the night before the game or whatever, and you just want to stay close so you can walk in, I mean, you'll save so much time. You'll save an hour in at least, and sometimes longer than an hour leaving. But if you want to stay in a part of town where there's a bunch of places to eat and experience a little bit more of Kansas City, it's not by Arrowhead, you know, sadly. All right, this might be the last question. I got to get off and finish this video. Troy gets off at 5:40 or 5:30, so I got to make sure I get everything from him and get him done and situated before 5:30. But Sam said, since Chris Jones will only probably be around for a few years, do you think the Chiefs try to trade for an elite DT? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not out of the realm of possibilities. They could keep swinging in the draft. The problem is, for some of these positions, Sam, I mean, they have to make moves in free agency or via trades at times because they're always picking last. They're always picking in the bottom of these rounds because they're doing so well in the season. It depends. Do they want to? Who do they want as a staple? Do they want to take a big swing at defensive end, even though they've drafted some? They just signed a Minihue for a couple years. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what they do there, man, for sure. Is camp tomorrow? Yeah. Tomorrow, Sunday, Monday. Yes, sir. Adam said, very true, CJ hosed us. We should have known. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's see if a deal gets done. It's speculation a little bit until we can see if a deal gets done. If a deal gets done, he didn't hose us. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't. We'll see. Daniel with another gifted. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Yep, Ray, thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, we're going to get out of here and get these tonight's video done. But, dude, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm going to stream Sunday. I'm going to stream during practice on Sunday, 9 to 11. So I'll schedule that probably tomorrow. But just keep your eye out for that if you're available and not going to church or whatever. I'm going to give it a try. We're going to stream during a camp practice and just react to updates live and hang out instead of doing a daily video that day so I can then spend the rest of the day with my family. So, yeah, I'll see you Sunday. If you're there and around, I'm going to drop a video tonight. I'll try to premiere it. If you haven't seen the conversation I had with the doctor from last night, it's a really insightful convo as far as all these injuries with Garrett Wilson, Jalen Ramsey, Joe Burrow. And honestly, he was spot on about Jalen Ramsey and Joe Burrow. And we didn't even have all the updates yet. The updates they did today, he was spot on. And then we talk about Toney's knee as well. So make sure to check that out. Flip with the 5. Are they picking last or first in the second round? What do you mean? Are they picking last or first in the second round? They're picking technically last, I guess. Technically. Anyway, heck yeah, appreciate y'all. Race fan said love the streams. Thank you so much. Camp live reaction sounds great. Yeah, song. See you there. Yep, thanks for all the comments, the likes, the bombs. Smooth. Have a good night. I hope you're doing all right. Brand, all the mods, thanks for holding it down. Flip. Chad, thanks for being here. Eric, Topical, Brent, Kyle, Tills, BDH Runner, Pryor, Daniel, everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Dingers, Rivers, Songs. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go. Trevor Lawrence does not deserve an ending, but he's getting one anyway. I have nice hair.